Human beings are the only creatures on Earth that cook food. And we love doing it. We've been cooking in one way or another for at least 500,000 years. We don't need to cook. Lots of food can be eaten raw. Most fruit, some vegetables, even meat, fish, and eggs. But there are very good reasons why we choose to cook food. It makes it safer to eat, killing germs and making toxins harmless. It also makes it easier to eat and to digest. And it makes it taste better. Although there is evidence that we've been cooking for a long time, we only started cooking in pots around 10,000 years ago. For thousands of years, people cooked on open fires. And they used many of the same cooking techniques that we still use today, like boiling in water, steaming in water vapour, frying on a hot surface or in oil, braising over heat in a lidded dish, and baking in an oven in dry heat. Microwave ovens are a relatively recent invention, first used in 1953. They use electromagnetic waves that shake the water molecules in the food, heating them up in the process. But cooking is only one of the ways we prepare our food. Some of our staple food is made from cereals, such as wheat. But we can't simply eat wheat without doing a great deal to it. Firstly, we need to remove part of the wheat grain so that we can turn it into flour. During the milling process, it's separated from its outer shell and ground between heavy stones or metal rollers. The milling process produces flour, which we can then use to make bread, couscous, or pasta. Other cereals, such as rice, also need to have their hard husks removed to get to the edible part inside. Preparing food in the kitchen is mostly done by hand. Peeling, chopping, and slicing are all things we need to do to prepare food before eating it, whether we're going to eat it raw or cooked. But other techniques are also used to process food. Whisking these egg whites changes them completely. Adding yeast, a kind of fungi, can have a dramatic effect. When yeast is mixed with sugar and warm water, it releases carbon dioxide gas in a process called fermentation. When the yeast mixture is added to the bread flour, it acts as a raising agent. The dough is kneaded and left to prove. In just a short time, the bread dough has swelled and doubled in size, ready for baking. Cooking food also helps us because it means we can eat a wider range of different foods. Starch in vegetables, roots and plants becomes digestible when it's cooked, allowing us to enjoy food that we couldn't eat raw. And even the toughest meat is softened by cooking. But most of all, we cook because we enjoy it. Cooked food tastes and smells good. And a meal shared with friends and family is one of life's great pleasures.